Is it possible to sell photographs as NFTs? This is the question that we want to answer, and this video is a conversation that I had with Gustavo Romero, a photographer, about minting our own NFT project. Gustavo Romero is a portrait, fashion, and editorial photographer and a photojournalist. He is one of the most talented photographers I know, who also happens to be my brother, and I say that without bias.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
How's Mexico?
Everything's awesome, dude. Love it. It's been raining.
Yeah. You've been taking photos?
Yeah, I've been taking some photos.
So we know that NFTs have really blown up in the past year. I mean, we barely found out about what NFTs are, and NFTs are really expanding in the areas. Now it's not just digital art, but there's also music. We've seen there's been photography, and a bunch of stuff, even movies. I saw a video about this director. I forgot the name, but he was talking about how he was selling NFTs, and then he was giving them behind the scenes footage, and he was also giving them the opportunity to be an extra in one of his movies.
It's awesome.
I think that one of the most important things about just learning about NFTs since we're new is to kind of we could either buy some, which I am planning on buying some soon. I'm still looking for them, but also being a part of it by actually creating and minting our own NFTs, right? So at the beginning of the video, I talked about how you're a great photographer, and how many years of experience do you have?
I have 12 years of experience as a photographer.
Yeah, and you worked in what areas?
Well, I work in, God is in many areas that, I've been in even photos, or either just being an assistant to other photographers in New York and LA, Phoenix, Miami, Atlanta, and I'm here in Mexico City, but I've been traveling and to Oaxaca and Jalapa, all different places to discover and communicate, also to experience the beautiness in here, and also capture it. So it's a blessing.
So before the pandemic hit, you were working, right?
Yeah, I was working for LA Fitness. I was doing I was their main photographer for 4 years, and so
I know.
The pandemic hit. Huh?
I know you were a photographer because I remember you invited me and you brought me on set one day, and you even
Yeah, that was so fun. And you stole the cover of their book, which is awesome.
I know, I never got paid for that. But let's not talk about that.
We're famous though.
but when the pandemic hit, obviously a lot of people lost their jobs, and a lot of artists were really impacted.
Yeah.
How did that impact you?
It was impacted in a very good way. I feel that we all need this big stumble to change us and to move forward. And I think that was the moment I decided it's time to change. And I love what I was doing, and I was doing commercial photography, and it's still doing something that I love. But I have been traveling to Mexico over the past 2 years, taking photos for Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos in Oaxaca.
That's very beautiful that you said that, because I think that we can somehow connect this to the people in Oaxaca or in Xochimilco that you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to mint some NFTs, and so you sent me a couple of your work. And by the way, these are beautiful images. I've already
Thank you.
Before all of this. It's amazing that some of these images were displayed in a museum, right?
Yeah. So the museum, it was called the Pabellón del Agua, which is here in Mexico City, and is representing water. The name of the project was We Are Water, which in Mexico City, and they're trying to represent we are Somos Agua. My work was in the front of the museum, also in the main lobby, and even the mayor of the city went to the opening. It was an amazing experience and an honor as well. It was taken in Xochimilco, it was in really early in the morning. I would say 5 in the morning.
Okay.
This guy was going to work. He's a fisherman, also a farmer, and
so
he was.
What was your approach to communicating with him and framing the shot?
Well, I stumbled with him because I was just sitting down in a small kind of trajinera, or a canoe, similar to what he's on standing on, and with a crew, and we were just asking the locals if I could have a moment to talk and ask them where we were going, what they were doing, and as well if I could take a photo of like a portrait of them. And they're very nice, and actually they just let me talk, and they maybe invited me later on to go to their house.
Oh, really?
And have like a small like lunch as well. It was an amazing experience.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Was the food good?
Oh, amazing, the best. Everything is farm.
Did you have fish?
Pozole.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also
That's a traditional Mexican dish, pozole.
yeah.
For me, the photo of the two women that were also taken on the lake.
So my boat was moving, and I was following the subject. I saw them and started taking photos because it was an amazing moment. I didn't pretty much ask for permission at that moment, but and then once I was done, I stopped and talked to them, and they said, we were just asking, and I actually asked them to take more photos, and they were really nice, and they actually stopped, and they were actually able to allow me to take more photos with them, more like a frontal and portrait style.
One of the ones that I like that would be interesting as an NFT, just because it's like, you know how NFTs are like, you sometimes like weird and abstract? It's Dia de los Muertos though, but that's in Oaxaca, so it's not the same as the Chimil.
Yeah, the Oaxaca also we're working is powerful too. I feel that they represents the
Culture?
Yeah, a culture presents something more deep into the culture of Mexico, not just seeing like typical Mexican like colors. Is just very mystique, I feel. Oh yeah, that one is that's in Totitlan del Valle, and she's working on a comal, getting some the dough for the tortillas. That was my first trip to Oaxaca, and I managed to be able to visit Totitlan del Valle, which is an amazing town in Oaxaca. It's magical, very magical. Once you get in the town, it's just feel something different energy. It changes you.
I think we have the 4 photos that we're going to mint. People who are looking to buy an NFT, I think that these NFTs, if you love photography, definitely like this could be something that could appeal to you if you love photography, and if you feel like a connection to these photos, feel connection to the story that these photos tell, whether it's your story, their story, or the culture. I think that these photos should at least be a part of this whole movement of NFT or whatever it is.
Yeah, I hope so. This photo means a lot to me, and I really want to keep going to different places here in Mexico and photograph and representing the beauty of this country. Project of NFT encouraged me to like, okay, there's something that people, an audience that could be interested in this.
One of the big things is like providing some sort of utility, like offering to the buyers or holders of these NFTs something on top of the image, like possibly like providing like a workshop. You know, you've taught workshops before.
Yeah, some workshops of like 5 people, no more, because I want to keep them more inclusive. She also could connect with the people. You don't want to bring a lot of people, but
it could be the workshop, or it could also be providing some of the revenue or the profits to a non-profit or a family. So I don't know.
There's art schools in Oaxaca that I'm been thinking to also help, and that would be a great opportunity to also to implement an equipment, or either like connect with the students, and also to because they're very sometimes these people are very poor and they don't have the resources to even photograph. This is what NFT is all about. It's about art. It's about connecting communities, and I feel that connecting the schools in Oaxaca, and also helping them and founding them by even just a minimal grain of what I do, photos, if I can help them in some way, that would be big. So, I hope the community can see it and we can keep growing.
We got a project.
Awesome. All right. You take care.